Dominaria United set card number 40. Academy Lawmaster. Costs 2 island mana. Type creature, human wizard. Rarity rare. Ability. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player may draw an additional card. If they do, spells they cast this turn cost 2 general mana more to cast. Flavor text. As a young student, she dusted the shelves of Talaria's great library. Now, she writes the books that line them. 2 power, 3 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 41, Academy War. Costs 1 island, 2 general mana. Type creature, war. Rarity, common. Abilities, defender. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. This ability triggers only once a turn. Flavor text. Once the Society of Mishra took control, the Talarian Academy at Lackland became a haven for dark research. 0 power, 5 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 42, Aether Channeler. Costs 1 island, 2 general mana. Type creature, human wizard. Rarity rare. Ability. When Aether Channeler enters the battlefield, choose 1. Create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying, or return another target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, or draw a card. 2 power, 1 toughness. Dominaria set, card number 43, Battlewing Mystic. Costs 1 island, 1 general mana. Type creature, bird wizard. Rarity uncommon. Ability, kicker, mountain. You may pay an additional mountain as you cast this spell. Flying. When Battlefield Mystic enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. 2 power, 1 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 44, Combat Research. Costs 1 island mana. Type enchantment, aura. Rarity uncommon. Abilities, enchant creature. Enchant creature has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. As long as enchant creature is legendary, it gets +1/+1 and has a ward of 1 general mana. Whenever enchanted creature becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it, unless that player pays 1 general mana. Dominaria United set, card number 45, Coral Colony. Costs 1 island, 1 general mana. Type creature, wall. Rarity uncommon. Ability, defender. Spend 1 general, 1 island mana, tap this card. Target player mills X cards, where X is the number of creatures you control with defender. To mill a card, a player puts the top card of their library into the graveyard. Flavor text. The sea floor is strewn with the wreckage of Vardalia's would-be conquerors. 1 power, 4 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 46, Defiler of Dreams. Costs 2 island, 3 general mana. Type creature, Phyrexian Sphinx. Rarity rare. Abilities flying. As an additional cost to cast blue permanent spells, you may pay 2 life. Those spells cost 1 island mana less to cast if you paid life in this way. This effect reduces only the amount of blue mana you pay. Whenever you cast a blue permanent spell, draw a card. 4 power, 3 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 47, Djinn of the Fountain. Costs 2 island, 4 general mana. Type creature, Djinn. Rarity uncommon. Ability, flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, choose 1. Djinn of the Fountain gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Or exile Djinn of the Fountain, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Or scry 1. War power, 4 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 48, Urtai's Scorn. Costs 2 island, 1 general mana. Type instant, rarity uncommon. Ability. This spell costs 1 island less to cast if an opponent casts 2 or more spells this turn. Counter target spell. Flavor text. You're not so special, Con. Anything that has been assembled can be disassembled. Dominaria United set, card number 49, Essence Scatter. Costs 1 island, 1 general mana. Type instant, rarity common. Ability. Counter target creature spell. Flavor text. Phyrexians root everything they touch, so solution is simple. Don't let them touch anything. Teferi. Dominaria United set, card number 50, Bounding the Third Path. Costs 1 island, 1 general mana. Type enchantment, saga. Rarity, uncommon. Ability, read ahead. Choose a chapter and start with that many lore counters. Add one after your draw step. Skip chapters don't trigger. Sacrifice after 3. 1. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value of 1 or 2 from your hand without paying its mana cost. 2. Target player mills 4 cards. 3. Exile target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Copy it. You may cast the copy. Dominaria set card number 51. Frostfist Strider. Costs 2 island, 3 general mana. Type, creature. Elemental giant. Rarity, uncommon. Ability, ward 2 general mana. Whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it, unless that player pays 2 general mana. When Frostfist Strider enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. If a permanent with a stun counter would become untapped, remove 1 from it instead. 4 power, 4 toughness. Dominaria United set card number 52, Haughty Djinn. Costs 2 island, 1 general mana. Type, creature, Djinn. Rarity, rare. Ability, flying. Haughty Djinn's power is equal to the number of instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 general mana less to cast. Flavor text. I adore your outfit. It's so, rustic. X power, 4 toughness. Dominaria United set. Card number 53. Haunting Figment. Costs 1 island, 1 general mana. Type, creature, illusion. Rarity, common. Ability, vigilance. Haunting Figment can't be blocked, as long as you've cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn. Flavor text. Some bad dreams stay with you forever. 2 power, 1 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 54. Impede Momentum. Costs 1 island, 1 general mana. Type, sorcery. Rarity, common. Ability, tap target creature and put 3 stun counters on it. If a permanent with a stun counter would become untapped, remove 1 from it instead. Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Dominaria United set, card number 55. Impulse. Costs 1 island, 1 generic mana. Type, instant. Rarity, common. Ability, look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library, in any order. Flavor text. I always made snap decisions. I'm just better at making the right ones now that I'm older and wiser. Teferi. Dominaria United set, card number 56. Joint Exploration. Costs 1 island, 1 general mana. Type, instant. Rarity, common. Ability, kicker, forest. You may pay an additional forest as you cast this spell. Scry 2, then draw a card. If the spell was kicked, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Flavor text. The Talarians had the maps, but only the Yabamayans knew how to read them. Dominaria United set, card number 57. Micromancer. Costs 1 island, 3 general mana. Type, creature, human wizard. Rarity, common. Ability, when Micromancer enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an instant or sorcery card with a mana value 1. Reveal it. Put it into your hand, then shuffle. Flavor text. Ideas don't have to be big to be great. 3 power, 3 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 58. Negate. Costs 1 island, 1 general mana. Type, instant. Rarity, common. Ability, counter target non-creature spell. Flavor text. It is frustrating, isn't it, to be so weak and ineffectual? Don't worry, you'll be complete soon enough. Rona. Dominaria United set, card number 59. The Phasing of Zulfur. Costs 2 island, 2 general mana. Type, enchantment, saga. Rarity, rare. Ability, read ahead. Choose a chapter and start with that many lore counters. Add 1 after your draw step. Skipped chapters don't trigger. Sacrifice after 3. 1 and 2. Another target non-land permanent phases out. It can't phase in for as long as you control the Phasing of Zulfur. 3. Destroy all creatures. For each creature destroyed this way, its controller creates a 2/2 black Phyrexian creature token. Dominaria United set, card number 60. Phyrexian Espionage. Costs 1 island, 2 general mana. Type, sorcery. Rarity, common. Ability, kicker. 1 general, 1 swamp mana. You may pay an additional 1 general, 1 swamp mana as you cast this spell. Draw 2 cards. If the spell was kicked, each opponent discards a card. Flavor text. Even if they are hunting for sleeper agents, who looks twice at a bird? Rona. Dominaria set card number 61. Pixie Illusionist. Costs 1 island mana. Type, creature, fairy wizard. Rarity, common. Ability, 3 general, 1 forest. You may pay an additional 3 general, 1 forest mana as you cast this spell. Flying. If Pixie Illusionist was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2+1/+1 counters on it. Tap this card. Target land you control becomes a basic land type of your choice until end of turn. 1 power, 1 toughness. Dominaria set card number 62. Protect the Negotiators. Costs 1 island, 1 generic mana. Type, instant. Rarity, uncommon. Ability, kicker, planes. You may pay an additional planes as you cast this spell. If the spell was kicked, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 general mana for each creature you control. Dominaria set card number 63. Rona's Vortex. Costs 1 island mana. Type, instant. Rarity, uncommon. Ability, kicker, 2 general, 1 swamp mana. You may pay an additional 2 general, 1 swamp mana as you cast this spell. Return target creature or planeswalker you don't control to its owner's hand. If the spell was kicked, put that permanent on the bottom of its owner's library instead. Dominaria United set card number 64. Shore Up. Costs 1 island mana. Type, instant. Rarity, common. Ability, target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof until end of turn. Tap it. It can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponent controls. Flavor text. Harmarid's shells are adapted for crushing pressure of the deepest depths. On land, their sturdiness seems supernatural. Dominaria set card number 65. Silver Scrutiny. Costs 2 island and X amount of general mana. Type, sorcery. Rarity, rare. Ability, you may cast Silver Scrutiny as though it had flash if X is 3 or less. Draw X cards. Flavor text. Khan's creation allowed him to monitor events across Dominaria, and everything he saw worried him. Dominaria United set card number 66. Soaring Drake. Costs 1 island, 2 colorless mana. Type, creature, Drake. Rarity, common. Ability, flying. Flavor text. The already spectacular views from the towers of the College of Lacknam are sometimes enhanced by glimpses of drakes diving into the ocean to devour small sharks. 2 power, 3 toughness. Current market value 0.06, foil variant $0.15. Dominaria United set, card number 67. Sphinx of Clear Skies, costs 2 island, 3 general mana. Type, creature, Sphinx. Rarity, mythic. Ability, flying. Ward 2 general mana. Domain. Whenever Sphinx of Clear Skies deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types amongst lands you control. An opponent separates those lands into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Piles can be empty. 5 power, 5 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 68. Talus Lookout. Costs 2 island, 2 general mana. Type, creature, human pirate. Rarity, common. Ability, flying. When Talos Lookout dies, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Flavor text. The Talos pirates are motivated by money, so we paid them twice what they could steal from us to spy for us instead. Joria. 3 power, 2 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 69. Tidepool Turtle. Costs 1 island, 3 general mana. Type, creature, turtle. Rarity, common. Ability, spend 2 general mana, 1 island. Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Flavor text. Prized by wizards as mobile scrying pools, it bears vision drawn from the depths of the sea. 2 power, 5 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 70. Timely Interference. Costs 1 island mana. Type, instant. Rarity, common. Ability, kicker. 1 general, 1 mountain mana. May pay an additional 1 general and mountain mana as you cast this spell. Target creature gets -1/-0 until end of turn. If the spell was kicked, That creature blocks this turn if able. Draw a card. Flavor text. Students fled with their research as Talaria fell to the Phyrexians. Dominaria United set, card number 71. Talarian Geyser. Costs 1 island, 2 general mana. Type sorcery. Rarity common. Ability Kicker Plains. You may pay an additional plains mana as you cast this spell. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Draw a card. If the spell was kicked, you gain 3 life. Flavor text. If they don't drown, perhaps they'll rust. Dominaria United set, card number 72. Talarian Terror. Costs 1 island, 6 general mana. Type creature, serpent. Rarity common. Ability. This spell costs 1 general mana less to cast for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. Ward 2 general mana. Whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it, unless that player pays 2 general mana. Flavor text. Afterward, a number of treatises on sea serpent morphology were swiftly revised. 5 power, 5 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 73. Vesuvian Diplomacy. Costs 1 island, 3 general mana. Type enchantment. Rarity mythic. Ability. Whenever you cast a spell that targets only a single artifact or creature you control, create a token that is a copy of the artifact or creature, except it is not legendary. Flavor text. There hasn't been an original thought on Vesuva in centuries. Emist, Talarian Chronicler. Dominaria United set, card number 74. Voda Sea Scavenger. Costs 1 island, 2 general mana. Type creature. Merfolk Rogue. A rarity common. Ability Domain. When Voda Sea Scavenger enters the battlefield, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types amongst lands you control. You may put one of those cards on top of your library, but the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. 3 power, 2 toughness. Dominaria United, card number 75. Vodalian Hexcatcher. Costs 1 island, 1 general mana. Type creature. Merfolk Wizard. Rarity rare. Ability Flash. Other merfolk you control get +1/+1. Sacrifice a merfolk. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1 general mana. Flavor text. You're just one more pollutant to be removed from the sea. 1 power, 1 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 76. Vodalian Mindsinger. Costs 2 island, 1 general mana. Type creature. Merfolk Wizard. Rarity rare. Ability Kicker. 1 general, 1 mountain mana, and or 1 general, 1 forest mana. Vodalian Mindsinger enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it for each time it was kicked. When Vodalian Mindsinger enters the battlefield, gain control of target creatures with power less than Vodalian Mindsinger's power for as long as you control Vodalian Mindsinger. 2 power, 2 toughness. Dominaria United set, card number 77. Vulture Tideturner. Costs 1 island, 1 general mana. Type creature. Merfolk Wizard. Rarity common. Ability. Tap this card. Add 1 island mana. Spend this mana only to cast an instant or sorcery spell or a kicked spell. Flavor. Ships suspected of carrying Sheoldred's agents have a tendency to drift far off course as they sail through the Vodish Sea. 1 power, 3 toughness.